New information is expected soon on the deaths of pro wrestler Chris Benoit and his family. Autopsy set for today. Benoit was found dead in his home just outside Atlanta, along with his wife and 7-year-old son. Right now, police say they're treating the death as a murder-suicide. Benoit was a popular wrestling champion, most recently with World Wrestling Entertainment. This video is from the WWE's tribute to Benoit. And wrestling fans may remember his wife, Nancy Benoit, as a one-time pro wrestler manager with the stage name Woman. We're going to be following the Chris Benoit story just ahead of CNN Newsroom. Our Rusty Dornan is live at the wrestler's home in Fayetteville, Georgia. We're going to check in with her for any developments, including any information on those text messages allegedly sent by Benoit. Those messages now being called curious. We'll also bring you fan reactions from some of the most popular pro wrestling blogs. That's straight ahead at 1 Eastern.
So Chris Benoit, his wife and their son died. A Georgia district attorney has said details, quote, are going to prove a little bizarre when they're made public, whatever that means. Investigators believe Benoit killed his wife and son over the weekend, then himself sometime yesterday. Their bodies were found in 3 different rooms in their home. This is outside Atlanta. Benoit had canceled an event in Texas over the weekend for personal reasons, and reportedly sent several curious text messages to friends, and they are the ones that called police. Frightening new details right now about the death of Chris Benoit's family. Chris Benoit, of course, is a pro wrestler. A law enforcement official close to the investigation is telling the Associated Press that the pro wrestler himself, Chris Benoit, strangled his wife, smothered his son, and did so before hanging himself in his weight room. Now, autopsies are being performed today to find out exactly how Benoit and his wife and child died. But investigators believe that, again, he killed his wife, that he strangled her and smothered his son over the weekend, and then sometime later hung himself. We want to point out their bodies were found in 3 different rooms in their home outside Atlanta, and we'll continue to keep our eyes on this and let you know of any later developments.
Neighbors, anyone who knew them that might sort of preclude this sort of behavior? Have you heard anything about that?
This neighborhood is very rural. There's even dirt roads out here, even though you see the house is very nice. The homes are on very large sort of estates near a country club. People don't interact a lot on the street, and apparently most of the people that we've talked to really didn't know them very well.
So, Rusty, again, we're waiting. Is it a news conference, or they're just going to come out and speak to the press there?
They're going to talk about, hopefully, the preliminary autopsy results. That is what we have been told. They're also doing some toxicology tests, obviously to see if there's any kind of drugs that were involved in the death. But that would not be coming out for probably another week or 2.
All right. Lieutenant Rusty Dornan, thank you. We'll check back with you.
Charged before finally hanging himself. He may have done this in separate rooms on separate days. Right now, investigators are looking into whether steroids may have played a factor. The World Wrestling Entertainment Group, which was the employer of this wrestler, says on its website that it asked authorities to check on Benoit and his family after friends said the wrestler had sent them some curious text messages. Authorities are not specifying what was in those messages, but apparently some really bizarre stuff that was making family and friends worry for him. On Monday, authorities went out to the Benoit's home in Fayette County, and that's where they found the 3 bodies. This crime has left wrestling fans in shock.
Well, I feel really sad because I like Chris Benoit a lot. He was like one of my favorite wrestlers. It was sad.
Sad indeed. Investigators have scheduled a news conference for 3 o'clock this afternoon, and hopefully we'll get more answers then on this bizarre and ongoing investigation. Martha?
Yeah, and details promise to be unfolding and bizarre as well. Jonathan, thanks very much.